Was good? It's your boy Papa back with another video, and today we got U.S. Marshals caught them in 4 days. Don't know what they did, don't know who they caught, but we're gonna get into it and see. I done skipped ahead a little bit because when I picked the video, at the beginning of the video, I watched like 4 seconds of it and it's another song, and I ain't trying to get no copyrights. So we're gonna go ahead and just get into it.
The largest high schools in the city with more than 3,000 students. 8 of them were shot, 1 left in critical condition. The incident occurred on Wednesday, March 6th, close to the Northeast High School, just as students were preparing to board their buses home. Around 3 p.m., surveillance footage released by the police captured 3 individuals wearing masks as they appeared around a corner in an intersection called 5 Points and began shooting. The 8 people shot ranged in age from 15 to 17. As of Monday, the police have confirmed that all victims are now in stable condition. This includes the 16-year-old who was critically wounded, having been struck by bullets 9 times, according to ABC News. I don't know how teenagers get so bold, so reckless, and sloppy to even begin to think that this was a good idea. How bad could you want to kill someone that you literally don't care who you shoot?
Nah, cause for real, these is kids, really. If you think about it, these is babies, kind of. Like, I'm in my 30s, bro. So when I see kids 15, 16, 17, I really still refer to them as babies. Like, they really ain't even experienced life yet, man. This is crazy.
Innocent kids, crossing guards, bus drivers, and whoever else was out there. There was no way that they were going to get away with this.
We are going to do everything that we can to ensure your public health and safety, and we don't apologize for using every legal and constitutional tool in our tool belts in order to get that done.
Adding parents need to step up too.
I ask every parent today, go in those rooms and look under those tables and look under those closets and get those guns out of the house.
Nah, real talk.
On March
Real
2nd.
talk. But really, most of this ain't even the real issue. Most of the real issue is how easily a lot of these kids can go get a gun. They so accessible. Like, they could just go out and get it. And now they got other things to put on. They got the switches they put on the back. They walk around with 100-round drums on guns. It's scary, bro. And these is kids that don't know how to control their temper. They shooting at each other because they angry, bro. This is wild.
This dark blue 2019 Hyundai Sonata was reported stolen from the 500 block of Kendrick Street in the far northeast. In its place was another stolen Kia Sportage, which was swapped.
If you got a Hyundai or a Kia, get rid of them, bro. They are stealing y'all stuff with USB cords. Get rid of them, for real.
4 days later, 4 teens, all under the age of 19, would drive the blue Hyundai to the corner of Rising Sun and Cotman, get out, and do the unthinkable. Police recovered the Hyundai in an alleyway between the 400 blocks of Fern Street.
You seen them. They hopped out, ran down on him. That's crazy. This is like it's early in the morning. Other kids out there going to school.
Of Rising Sun and
Come on,
Cotman,
bro.
get out and do the unthinkable.
Look at them.
Police recovered the Hyundai in an alleyway between the
crazy,
400
bro.
blocks of Fern Street and Roslyn Street around 10:30 p.m. They towed the car for further investigation. According to the affidavits of probable cause, a witness reported seeing 2 people commit the theft, breaking the window of the Hyundai and leaving a Kia Sportage they'd arrived in, parked and running. The Kia, police later learned, had also been reported stolen late February from the 7800 block of Horrock Street. Investigators acquired data from cell towers to verify the location of cell phones near the crime scene, the theft of the Kia Sportage, and the Hyundai Sonata theft. The probable cause affidavit noted the patterns of these devices matched the suspect's movements as understood by the investigation at the moment. One of the mobile devices tracked through this method was associated with a woman previously identified in the school district records as the guardian of Anal Bugs. Evidence from both vehicles and the crime scene were recovered.
Then y'all out here doing these murders and y'all not even smart, bro. Y'all not even smart, bro. Y'all out here committing these crimes and y'all not even smart. Because why you got your phone with you? Why y'all taking Ubers to places?
As the crime scene
I'm
unit
getting
was
too deep
gathering
into it.
DNA evidence from the vehicle, law enforcement officers visited the 400 block of Fern Street to secure video recording. A particular video captured the moment the car entered the alley at 3:11 p.m. on Wednesday, just minutes after the shooting, revealing 4 individuals dressed in matching black outfits. These people were subsequently identified as suspects in the shooting based on the probable cause affidavits. After pulling into the alleyway, the suspects entered a residence on the block. This residence was later pinpointed by police through video analysis. In the early hours, authorities served the search warrant at the residence on the 400 block of Fern.
Then again, y'all so stupid, y'all don't even know. Y'all getting caught on camera, bro. Y'all dumb.
Street that we just spoke about. There, they discovered a polymer 80 jig, a tool for assembling firearms from kits of the same brand, and mail addressed to Jamal Tucker Jr. A subsequent search at Tucker's house led to the seizure of 30 rounds of .45 caliber ammunition. Later that night, Tucker surrendered himself to police. During their investigation, authorities analyzed a prison phone call made by a man named Dantes McMillan, who is currently an inmate at SCI Pine Grove. The call was made to a number associated with Anal Bugs. McMillan.
Do y'all not know that them calls are recorded? You know, I'm gonna let him cook. I'm gonna see what they said on this.
Addressed a person on the other end as his nephew, and they referred to him as Unc. The conversation included McMillan asking, "I heard about your man, you good?" To which the response was a simple, "Nah." McMillan then noted, "Yeah, it's never easy to digest." From the contents of this call, officials inferred that the discussion was likely about the homicide of Damian Taylor that occurred on the 6200 block of Ogons Avenue just days earlier. Dame was killed at 3:45 p.m. on March 4th, just as Imhotep charter school students were heading home. According to
So they was heading home from school.
reports, 2 masked assailants in hoodies opened fire on students boarding a SEPTA bus. Damian Taylor,
Christ.
17, was fatally shot multiple times and died shortly after.
So they shot into the city bus. Man, they idiots, bro. Cause what happens when you hit somebody that what happened when you don't hit your target and you hit an innocent person sitting on that bus? See, y'all not thinking of that. Y'all young. Y'all ain't thinking of none of that. Y'all just out here running around with guns, trying to be wild. All y'all are is some badass kids. That's it. That's it. Some of y'all just need that butt whooped. That's it. Y'all just need that booty spanked. That's all y'all need. Y'all just bad kids, bro, looking for attention. That's it.
He was a student at the school.
At this point,
the attack also injured 2 other students from Imhotep, along with 2 women aged 50 and 71 who were on the bus. As of now, Philadelphia police have not dismissed the link between this incident and the other shooting, although they have not disclosed any potential motives. And I noticed that every single news article that I read about this makes it a point to mention that.
Mike Braun has authored the Thin Blue Line Act to protect our law enforcement officers, prosecutors, and first responders.
Philadelphia police, together with the U.S. Marshals, apprehended Anal Bugs without any complications. During a search of Bugs' residence, law enforcement officials found a .40 caliber Glock 22 handgun equipped with an extended magazine, a laser pointer, and a switch. Deputy Police Commissioner Frank.
that's federal time. They caught him with a switchiana. Federal time. At least 10. 17, bro. Now you already ain't getting out till you're 27. Then you about to get hit with this murder. Now you're not getting out. You 17 just threw your life away for what? For some people to talk about you in the streets for the next couple months? Because once you sit down, they forgot about you, bro.
Venora mentioned that an initial ballistics analysis suggests a match between the firearm recovered and the shell casings found in the location of the shooting at Rising Sun in Cotman. In a news conference announcing the arrest of Tucker and Bugs, police made clear that their investigation was continuing. Quote, anyone who may have aided and assisted them, we're coming for them too, said Venora.
Now I'm looking for the treasure. Once we get that job, we load them Glocks, yeah, it's my pleasure. This is known on guys, they play that goofy like a feather. You can't stop their...
Oh, that's cool, but we ain't gonna...
Said Robert Clark, Supervisory Deputy U.S. Marshal with the Eastern Pennsylvania Violent Crime Fugitive Task Force. Carter was said to be relatively surprised when he was found, but he did not resist arrest. The Fugitive Task Force also contacted the family of a 17-year-old fourth suspect and told him that he had until the morning to surrender to Philadelphia police, or else his name and photo would be made public and a reward announced for his capture.
You see, his photo ain't remained.
We
His
gave
photo
him an
ain't public.
ultimatum. Turn your son in by tomorrow, Clark said, adding that the family was, quote, somewhat cooperative.
You see, his face was blurred out and they ain't say his name. That boy parents said, nah, you going up there. Because if that's my kid, bro, at the end of the day, you're going to have to face whatever you did. I can't save you from this one. You grown, remember? You a man. Take your lick on the chin, ride with it. You chose to pull that trigger. You chose to be out here like you was somebody with a Glock with a switch on and extend the mag with a red beam. Who you think you are, bro?
This was the moment 19-year-old Jermod Carter was walked out of his father's home on Academy Road, close to Woodhaven.
Because now look at you. They taking pictures of you. They holding you up like a trophy.
A rare midday capture by U.S. Marshals.
You're another notch in their
Police
belt.
Detectives on hand, just 23 hours after Philadelphia city leaders had announced the arrest of the first two suspects in Wednesday's mass shooting of 8 Northeast high school students at a SEPTA bus stop. Carter was number 3, and moments after his 3:30 arrest, I spoke to his dad, who had answered the front door when the marshals came knocking. What can you tell me happened with your son?
I don't know. I just came to the door and 2 machine guns.
You came to the door and they had machine guns in your...
Bro know what happened, man. He know what happened. Don't try to take up for your baby, bro. I get it. That's your child. You want to try to save your son. You ain't saving him. You're not saving him at all. It's over with. You've been telling him not to hang out with them boys, and he was hanging out with them boys anyway, and now look where he ended up, where you said he was going to end up. Now he got to take his lick, and he got to sit down.
Face? What did they say to you?
They just brought me outside.
The marshals sat him down on the front steps, arms handcuffed behind his back, and
as a trophy.
Photos of him being taken away.
Embarrassing your parents, bro. Now the whole neighborhood see you.
Into custody. The last and still not in custody in the shooting, fourth male wanted, is the only one who is a juvenile, a 17-year-old from Philadelphia's Germantown section. Marshals showed up at his family's home too to get him today, but he wasn't there. And they urged his family to get him to turn himself in for his own good and for his own safety.
How do you think they found out them so quick? They found one person.
So street justice doesn't get to him before the criminal justice system does. Or does the family of the 17-year-old know that?
They found one person, and I guarantee the other people started snitching, bro. Guarantee. I guarantee you that.
His life could be in danger if his name gets out there?
Yes, that was explicitly expressed to them by myself. I said, we're all on the same side. I want to get your son in safely. I'm here to help you. I'm here to get your son in safely. We've gotten all these other individuals in safely. We can do it. Work with us. You have till tomorrow to get him in. Otherwise, the hunt will continue, and his picture will be released to the city of Philadelphia, and we'll be asking for the public's assistance, and on top of that, we'll be offering a cash reward.
11 years revolutionizing how you carry your essentials, Ridge is having their once-a-year anniversary sale with up.
By Wednesday, March 13th, the 17-year-old hadn't turned himself in, and as promised, his name and face was released to the public, along with a reward for his capture.
So a reminder, the authorities looking into this case.
Now look at Buddy with a suit jacket on and a Henley looking homeless. Do better, bro. You look bad.
Have been saying from the get-go that there's a strong likelihood of retaliation between last Monday's first SEPTA bus stop shooting, where a 17-year-old was murdered in that one, and Wednesday's shooting, and more retaliation could follow. And so that is the thinking, and that's what they're hoping his family is thinking to help bring him in.
This wasn't just another shooting in Philadelphia. 8 children were shot, and the mayor's administration and law enforcement weren't letting this one go easy. Immediately, the U.S. Marshal Service was on it and made it known that they were going to solve this crime. On Wednesday, March 6th, after the smoke cleared, within a matter of 5 seconds, 8 students, aged 15 to 17, were struck by bullets. 30 shots in all were fired, according to police and video from the scene. Responding officers found the teens lying on a rainy, wet-soaked sidewalk in the road, blood soaking through their clothes and school uniforms. Young friends and bystanders trying to hold pressure to their wounds, according to videos taken by witnesses. The family of 17-year-old Damian Taylor, a student at Imhotep Charter, who was tragically killed in the shooting incident, came together to commemorate and lay him to rest. 2 other students from Imhotep sustained injuries, and 2 other women unaffiliated with any of this were also injured on the bus. A janazah was conducted for Taylor at the Khadijah Alderman Funeral Home on Friday morning, followed by his burial at Shelton Hill Cemetery. In the midst of their mourning, Taylor's family has opted not to make public statements. School representatives, however, remembered him as an intelligent and kind-hearted individual, brimming with school pride and hailing from a family with a strong legacy at Imhotep. As for the other survivors of the shooting, they have been on a path to recovery. A 16-year-old boy who suffered a bullet graze to the back of his left shoulder has been recuperating at home. His older brother, 21, shares that finding solace in routine and activities like doing laundry, playing charades, and watching the latest Avatar series has been part of the healing process. Opting to remain anonymous for privacy concerns, the brother revealed their family has leaned on the Christian faith for support, taking solace in the fact,
as you can see, these is kids, bro,
that his brother is expected to make a full recovery within a couple of weeks, according to the Inquirer. Meanwhile, the families of the other victims were struggling to make sense of the violence that occurred on March 6th, how they could be swept up in a gun violence crisis that has become the leading cause of death for children in America. 24 children in Philadelphia died last year from gunfire. Some were as young as 2, sleeping in cribs, focused on teddy bears, newly discovering the world around them. Others were teenagers who played in high school sports teams, served in student government, or dreamed of starting businesses. Read an article by the Philadelphia Inquirer written by Ellie Rushing, which was published on January 29, 2024. All were shot in the sections of the city where the majority of residents are black, and where about 30%.
I'm gonna pause it so y'all can read that, bro. 24 children were killed in shootings last year in Philadelphia. 24 children killed, bro. We gotta do better. We gotta do better as a people.
And the residents live in poverty. Most lived in areas already touched by violence. At least 8 had an immediate family member who had been shot before. One boy had been injured in a shooting months before he was killed, and went on to read.
Man, rest in peace. Rest in peace to them babies, bro.
Trauma plays a significant role in both the perpetuation and experience of gun violence, affecting individuals and communities in a cyclical and complex manner. Many young boys who join gangs or engage in what we see the drill rappers doing today have experienced significant trauma in their life, such as family violence, community violence, poverty, racial discrimination, or the loss of loved ones. For some, gangs or block affiliations may offer a sense of belonging, protection, or a way to cope with their experiences. The trauma that precedes involvement with the streets can affect young teens' emotional regulation and decision-making, making them more susceptible to engaging in risky or violent behavior. Participation in gang/street activities often exposes these young boys to further traumatic
14.
events, including witnessing or participating in
bro,
gun
14,
violence,
bro.
which can exacerbate pre-existing trauma. This
Baby
exposure
girl,
can lead to
14,
a
this
range
is
of traumatic
crazy.
stress responses, including PTSD, anxiety, depression, and substance abuse as coping mechanisms. Trauma can fuel a cycle of violence
He's
within
15.
gangs. Individuals who have experienced trauma may be more likely to engage in violence as means of asserting control, seeking revenge, or expressing anger and pain.
Look at those two ages, bro. 2 and 12. That's crazy, bro. A 2-year-old.
This behavior can trigger retaliation from rival gangs or within their
Man.
own gangs, leading to...
That's the video, bro. I'm done. Y'all stay blessed, man. I'm out.